Challenge accepted. Faction battle.
Just everyone declines you these days. Flipping left, right.
Faction battle. Aaron Black. Kombat.
Let's see how this goes. Aaron Black, what's he gonna start
Round
with?
one. Fight.
Yo AJ, how's it going, man?
Round two. Fight.
Gun is the best defense.
Nice.
Happiness is a warm gun.
What?
Khan sends its regards.
Well, there you go, you can just stand there and I'm just gonna whiff every time out. No, apparently if you're in black, you just shoot your gun and invincible frames, mate. Arms just go straight through you. Yeah, I'm alright, AJ. I'm good, man. Just
Faction battle.
no camera tonight. I'm chilling on my bed.
Challenge accepted.
I'm relaxing. I'm not gonna sit up and get dressed. Nah, I'm chilling. All soft and warm in my bed.
Kung Lao. Scorpion.
Yeah, I used to do a fucking sky temple on the laugh. I might switch it if we get more people watching the stream and get some
Round
clothes on
one.
and shit, but
Fight.
I see you the other day in Cough.
Round two. Fight.
What are you doing, bro? I knew that jump was happening. Tried to spin, but it didn't come.
Kung Lao wins.
Oh, he doesn't have a clue, man. Pretty much, yeah. No strategy behind that Scorpion play. But hey, it's those players that are the most scary, you know. They get a bit of morale going, mate, and they're destroying you, you know, because they're doing such risky stuff. Scorpion players are annoying.
Faction battle.
Oh, same guy. He doesn't want the rematch. I don't mind Scorpion as much. Like, I know his Hellfire variation is ridiculously overpowered. I dare say the best character in the game right now. Well, I say right now, but it's not going to get a fucking nerf, is it? So, he is just the best character in the game. Full stop. So it's hard going into a match against someone that knows how to use Scorpion. But Ninjutsu is just a 50-50 game.
Faction battle.
Respect his... it's the Aaron Black guy. Respect his sword's distance, and Inferno is just a joke.
Aaron Black. Sub-Zero. Kung Lao.
Oh mate, Scorpion, the flipping Hellfire is flipping amazing, mate.
Aaron
Like,
Black.
his tools are absolutely...
Jason Voorhees.
Fuck off, Jason. That's not what I'm after.
Scorpion.
It is yeah, it is Hellfire.
Kung Lao.
His tools are just too good, mate. He's got so many anti-airs, so many conversions. 50-50 for days. Vortex.
Round one, fight.
Smell the gun.
Round two, fight.
Calm down, boy. Ooh.
Happiness is a warm gun.
Finish him.
Oh, this guy's a rage quit. Oh.
Kung Lao wins.
That guy rage quit. Like he's out of here. Like he's gone. He's like, no, nah. Fucking hat-trick Lao beat me
Brotherhood
twice.
of Shadow
Nah.
wins.
Of course Brotherhood of Shadow wins when I leave the fucking faction. Of course they do. Of course they do. I do the one thing that I never did on my last account, and that is switch factions. And then I switch on this one, and now Brotherhood of Shadow starts winning again. Not like I give two shits, but you know. Aaron Black isn't really a bad matchup for me anymore. I know all his gimmicks. Played him fucking enough. Oh, White Lotus has been getting a load of factions. Like for the first 3 years, it was just Special Ops and Brotherhood of Shadow. And now, White Lotus wins, Lin Kuei wins.
King of the Hill.
Is this guy actually here, or? Cool. Hey, dude.
Kung Lao Katana.
Nah, come on. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Let's not go try hard. You can go try hard, I won't. I'm not in the mood to go sweaty. I'm really not.
Round
Don't jump
one,
back.
fight.
Whatever I do not jump back. I should not have got punished for that move. That was dumb of me. That conversion though.
Round two, fight.
Why are you going for it? When I see a whip, I just go straight to that too. Tech roll. That's all I can really get from this. Oh my god, is that done? Fuck me, man. Play that perfect.
Kung Lao wins. Pay your respect. Defended.
Wait, AJ, what do you mean, mate?
Total Khan. Quan Chi.
I don't like fighting Akeem. He's the one guy that always lags on me when I'm about to win. Never any fun. How do I know when
great
you block
Total
your
Khan.
negative to attack? What do you mean?
word erodes my trust.
Round one.
Like when a person has hit advantage on block. Oh wow. Conversion though.
Your sacrifice honors me.
Round two. Fight.
Oh wow. Backdash. Oh man.
Taste the blade of Oshnek.
Oh, he's the one guy that like lags on me every single time I'm close to him. It's annoying me.
Total Khan.
Like when a person has hit advantage on block and you still cannot attack after block.
Pay your respects. There is a new king. Scorpion. Kitana. Total Khan.
I don't understand what you mean, AJ, sorry. When a person has hit advantage on block. How do I check this guy's? Oh, there we go. Tommy, I'm not going to vouch for Britain, mate. You can say whatever you want. They have plus frames if you can't attack after block, right? Oh yeah.
Kung Lao. Sub-Zero.
If you can't press a button after blocking something, then yeah, the plus. But it depends how plus they are. Because at the end of the day, mate, you've got to consider, you know, you're playing online. So me just doing a 4-4, which is only +2. Online, you'd be looking at a bit more plus, you know what I mean? I could probably get away with doing a down 4 afterwards. So how do you know, or do you have to check in practice mode? Well, there's two ways of finding out, really. You've got the more smart way, which is going into practice with every single character, learning them and knowing, you know, the strings and what's plus and that. Or you've got the way that I did it, and it was just by playing the game. And it was as simple as, you know, blocking someone's moves and realizing that I'm trying to down one and I'm not allowed it. You know what I mean? So, but like I don't trust this shit now anyway, because you just can't. No, the frame data is messed up. And the whole poking thing, it would depend which frame you go for the poke, mate. Because like if you block that 4-4, right? I don't want to auto. Like if you block that 4-4 and you press down 1 on the first frame that you're active, it's not going to come out, because effectively you're -2, right? But if you wait those 2 frames and then you press down 1, it's going to come out. But then the whole situation there is, after a 4-4, what's the Kung Lao gonna do? Because if he does a frame, like, I know that's 9 frames, right? So if you hit your down 1 perfectly, and I hit my down 4 perfectly, that's a trade, right? But a Kung Lao player could do a down 1 that's gonna beat you if he gets the right frame. I mean, I could just back out, you know, and wait for you to do a down 1 and whiff punish you. I've got that, that's a 7 frame. But it's not safe. When I do poke the dragon's roar, what's the dragon's roar? With hands down to 1. Down to 1.
Liu Kang, Sub-Zero.
Down to 1. I meant down 1, forward 2. Down 1, forward 2. Back 2. Oh, you can definitely poke that. Jesus. The only thing I've seen. Oh, okay. I mean, no, you're not allowed anything there, are you? You can't poke out of that because it's technically a combo. It's like everybody else. If you do a special after a down 1, it's a guaranteed hit if you try and poke or anything. Can I get this? Yeah, record. Can I record something as Liu Kang? Alright. Now how do I play that back? Okay, I'm not allowed to control Sub-Zero though. I'm not allowed to do it, am I? I wonder if I can. Oh, here we go. See, you're not even allowed to jump. And that was the whole mix-up of that one. Was that you could jump out of it. But you haven't got enough time. You can poke, mate, but you're risking a lot doing it. After the dragon's roar, it's sometimes always you to press down 1, back 2, yeah. No, after the first dragon's roar. Sake. Sport mode on. That was a trade. I mean, your whole mix up here is like that's pokeable no matter which way you put it, man. Like poke. That isn't like a frame trap or anything. The big one there is after he's done this, he can armor. In which case, your poke is getting straight back into the same shit. Now the counter to that is to jump. Man, it's horrible. What about back 1-2? Yeah, he can arm out, but can't trust players jumping over it. They can punish it after jumping. Yes, they can. What about back 1-2, which is that? No, I think it's startup is way more than that, mate. Way less, sorry. Yeah, 9-frame startup. It's one of Liu Kang's whiff punish strings. I mean, you could go that for a whiff punish, but this just leads to a hell of a lot more. Yeah, but you minus a crap ton from that. You're minus 3. Like if you're playing it against, again, it's the mindset of your opponent. If you're against a Dragon's Fire player, I'm telling you right now, if he does that, he's got to stop what he's doing. Because that shit just ain't safe. He's got to block after that. Unlike this, where he can continue, and this one, and that one. This one as well. But that one, you can't do it. It's unsafe on run cancel. The only mix up there is you can do a 4 after it, which can catch some people because hardly everyone does the full string. They could do armor after the run cancel. Not like that obviously, but you know. Which should knock you out, or they could just special it into anything really. You know what I mean? My fingers are all messed up right now. Oh, if they're -3 from that, right? I'm going to work out the maths right now for you, right? So that they're -3 after this. Okay? So if you're the opponent and you just block that, yeah, you're +3 from your opponent, right? But you haven't got a move that's free frame startup, so it's safe. Okay? So if this guy's now thinking, okay, I'm gonna do it again, right? That's another 9 frames. So this means that Liu Kang is taking 3 + 9 is 12. 12 frames to hit you again, right? You, on the other hand, you've just blocked that, and you're going to go for a down one, which is 7 frames, right? So it's 12 versus 7. Okay, so the only reason you would not get that poke is if you didn't press down 1 in 5 frames. The only way. Make sense? Does that make sense? Well, if you can get people to come off block and get them again, it's just because they're not. It's either they're not using a 7 frame fucking down one, and they're trying to do something else. God knows what they're trying to do, but they're doing something else. But the only way you wouldn't be able to interrupt that is if, you know, you're trying to use a 12 frame move, in which case you're gonna trade. Sorry, my phone died. No worries, AJ. It's like if I'm playing as Kung Lao and someone's doing that to me and I decide, you know what, after back 1-2, I'm going to use... I had to use back 2, let's say, which is an 18 frame startup, like... I'm getting hurt. You know, it takes you 12 frames, and I'm using a move that's taking 18 frames. I'm going to lose that every time. And then you've got the risky Kung Lao players that'll see that and go straight for a spin, which is a 7 frame startup. So if you ain't blocking, then you're getting a launcher. And you're eating that shit. Sadly. GG. No. You're -3 on back 1-2.
Challenge
You're -3, right?
Faction battle.
So you're -3, so it's safe, right? So if you're saying that you want to do back 2 into back 2, back 1-2 into back 1-2, right? So you're -3, and then using a move straight after, which is a 9 frame startup. So you add that 3 to your 9, and in total it's 12 frames from when you do your first string to when you're going to do your second string. Okay, so anyone that you're playing against, right, they have got 12 frames from their move list that they can press in between when you did your first string to your second, right? So they could use any down ones that are 7 frames, they can use 8, 9, 10, 11. If they choose to do a 12 frame move, they are going to trade with your back one too. Makes sense? Because they're taking 12 frames and you're taking 12 frames. If you both hit your buttons on the same frame, it's going to be a trade. You're going to hit each other. He's going to slap you in the face and you're going to slap him in the face. Please come off block in the back. 1, 2. Hits them straight away. It's probably because they're missing the frames, mate. At the end of the day, mate, after a back 1, 2, you've got 5 frames to react, right? So if your mindset is after your back 1, 2, you're going to do a special, if they predict that, they're going to continue blocking for a little bit until they realise, oh shit, you didn't do a special, right? In which case, then they're going to let go of block and try and do a move. Which brings the question, has it already been 5 frames since you let go of R2? Make sense? But if it's someone with a really good reaction speed, or if they predict that you're just going to do the back 1, 2, they're hitting you straight away, mate, and your pressure's done. It's now their turn.
Fight.
Oops. That's questionable by me, not gonna lie. That was questionable by me, not gonna lie. Fuck, challenge that.
Round 2. Fight. Final round. Fight.
I hate that movement. Disgusting.
Finish her. Kung Lao wins.
5 frames for me. Starts up 6 frames, it depends. No idea. Feels bad, man. Wow. That auto turnaround. You gotta love it.
Round 2. Fight.
I love it. Excuse me.
Final round. Fight.
Wow, I cannot get that. That's okay.
Kung Lao wins.
Well, there isn't a move in the game that has a startup of 6. They got rid of all of that.
Round 1.
The fastest move in the game is a startup 3. What? Startup 3? Startup 7. Wow, she can just jump over it.
Round 2.
Really?
Finish her. Kung Lao wins.
That's disgusting, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that is disgusting.
Round 1. Fight.
Wrong punish. Feels bad. What do you think, wake up? Nah. Fair enough. No way. Okay.
Kung Lao wins.
No, I strongly. No, there's no chance. There's no chance Goro's got a down one that's 5 frames. No chance.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh, trade.
Round 2. Fight. Finish her. Kung Lao wins.
Triple spin and 1 combo, bro. It's the new meta for Kung Lao.
Round 1. Fight.
It's 2 free spins.
You're quite obstinate.
I thought they removed all 6 frame startups.
This is becoming fun.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow. That auto turn around there. Side jump.
Kung Lao wins.
Yeah, Goro is pretty brutal when it comes to frames. That's what makes him so viable. But everything's poke-outable. He's just a lot more broken online because you're losing frames no matter what you do. This guy's getting smothered.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I was so ready for that to be where. that out of here, bro.
Finish her. Kung Lao wins.
Dubstep man. No idea what you're saying, bro. Oh, you said hi. Okay. Yo, man. How you doing? All right, so I'll go over this one more time with both my lanes.
Liu Kang.
So let's think of a situation, right? Let's think of a situation. So how about I do back one, 2, which is -4. Okay? So this is -4. Okay? Which means after doing that move on block, I am now -4. Okay? Jarvis, what's up, bro? So, if I want to do this move again afterwards, right? We know that back one is a 7-frame startup, okay? So we've got to take the -4 and the 7 and add them together, okay? Because it takes 7 frames to start up a back one, and I'm left -4 from my previous attack, okay? So 4 plus 7 is 11 frames, okay? So this pressure I'm doing right now is 11 frames to do. Okie dokie do. So we go over to Liu Kang, okay? And we go to his move list, okay? So we know that I'm doing a 11 frame, okay? So this guy could easily poke out with a down one, which is 7 frames, okay? He could do a forward one, which is 6 frames. He can do a back one, which is 9 frames. All of this he can get. He could full combo punish me for even attempting this. Oops, overdone. 10 frames, even that beats me. And that's full combo. Right? I mean, he can just down 2. Right, so here we go. So the startup of X, okay? I don't know why you'd do it, but this is 11 frames, right? So if I redo this, okay? As you can see, it's hard to hit frames in this game. There's your trade. That is if -4, which caused the trade. I'm never going to win that. Never, ever, ever am I ever going to win. Okay? But like I said, you're not going to do an 11 frame to poke back, are you? So you're going to do a down 1, aren't you? 7 frames, you're going to win every time. He's still got 4 frames to go at. You know? Make sense? You are one of the PCAS people who play Mortal Kombat. Dubstep, what's a PCAS, mate? Sorry, I don't know what PCAS is. I do apologise. How do you know how much startups you can do if he's -4? Pure returned, I only have a Raiden and Jax. Mate, Raiden's fucking brutal in this game. Right, so if I switch it back over to Kung Lao, right, we've been on his move list, right, and we know that his back one is a 7 frame startup, okay? So that's 7 frames in this battle. In this battle, it takes 7 frames for me to use that, okay? So from me doing the inputs to it actually hitting, doing the animation, and you blocking it, that is 7 frames in total, okay? Okay? 7 frames. Yeah? The back one too is a 13 frame, so that whole animation is 13 frames, okay? From the very start to the very end, that is 13 frames, okay? Now after this move, I lose 4 frames. I cannot press anything for 4 frames, which makes it safe, because nobody in this game has a startup frame of 4, okay? Nobody. So this is a safe move. I can use this move and I can block, but I'm not allowed anything after it because I'm -4, okay? Some returners are hard to come by. Dubstep, mate, I'm always around. Always. Jarvis, I do apologise, I don't know Tremor, but I do know someone that has a solid Tremor. I've done a couple of videos in the past with a guy called Little Man 1996. Tremor main, if you want to go check the sets that I had with him, you'll find some solid combos, some good meaty stuff in the corner. I do apologise that I don't know Tremor, but check him out. Little Man _ 1996. So your next will be 9 frames as you lose 4 frames. No, my next won't be anything, mate, because I'm -4. Let's use something else, okay? Let's use let's use this one, right? Healing Wind. I've never seen this before. Right. So this move is -1, okay? So when the animation is done, we know the startup is 13 frames, which is a lot, but it's -1 on block, okay? So that means that Liu Kang has 1 frame to input down 1 before I do my down 1, okay? So let's make it a challenge of down 1s. So we're both using 7 frames, right? Because Liu Kang's down 1 is a startup of 7 frames, and my down 1 is a startup of 7 frames. But Kung Lao is -1, which means his down 1 is actually 8 frame startup because he's -1 from his last move. Record. Ah, shit. Pooper scoop. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Yeah. And now I've got a recording monitor. Yeah. Well, that failed. Hold on, let's get in the corner. Jesus. is that? I missed it. Missed it. Okay. So that is the perfect demonstration there, right? We traded, but we shouldn't trade. I missed a frame, which made it trade, okay? There is a way to do this where I will win. Again, I missed a frame. That time I didn't, and I won. It all depends on when you input the down one, mate. If you hit it on the frame that you become active, your down one will beat theirs. But if you don't hit that frame, like just, and you lose a frame from being too slow on the input, you'll trade. Or, worse than that, and you take 2 frames, you know what I mean? Then he's hitting you. Which means that the pressure's going to continue because he goes down 1 on you. Which isn't something you want. I delay it a bit, AJ. Like if I mash straight after the move, the inputs can be a bit weird because I'm pretty sure if I go to move list it'll say right, I'm pretty sure see, there should be one that says, like, the stun on block. Let's check out, I'm on Lukanganta. Let's check out his special, down back 2, because that has hit stun, doesn't it? That has block stun. Hit advantage 43, active 3 frames. Recover 26. See, I understand the startup and the block advantage, but all the others make no sense to me whatsoever. Hit advantage 39. Hit advantage 0. I can show you what a block stun looks like. So, your main block stuns would be something like this. Well, every move has block stun, right? There's not one move in this game that doesn't have block stun. But you have certain moves that have massive block stun. Let's take, for example, this one, right? So I'm -3, okay? a -3 from this. Like, you see the animation of Liu Kang? If I record Liu Kang doing this, right? What is going on here, man? You know, I'm pressing down 1. But I'm not allowed to actually do an input until my character becomes standing again. Okay? Like, I can keep pressing up to try and jump. That's the best way I'm going to show this to you with my inputs. But these kind of moves, these are the ones that show, you know, there's massive hits done. And this is safe anyway, so there's nothing I can do after this anyway. But yeah, that's like your big hit stunts, okay? And like I said, every move has hit stun. It's like when he goes back to his normal block. So for all of that, on that last hit, when he puts his arms back to being in front of him, that's when he's active. Because he's not blocking anymore, he's not blocking a move anymore, he is just holding R2. So at that point, you want to let go of blocking. Well, as soon as you see this kick, as soon as you block that kick, you let go of R2, you wait for his arms to become the natural block again, and that's when you can actively do your down 1 as fast as possible. Fong, is that? Pong? I don't know. Yo dude, how's it going? Alf Elite, is that? And you know, this is another perfect example, right? Because even my moves have, like, every move has an animation to play, right? So after this move, I'm not allowed to block until Kung Lao becomes back to his normal fighting stance, right? So after this move, I can't straight away block because I'm still in the animation. Like, I'm holding down block, but he's not going down until the animation's done. And he goes back to his regular stance, which is this. This is his stance. You could take this as his active stance, right? This is Kung Lao's active stance. I can press any button I want because he's active. When I'm doing a move, he's not active anymore because he's doing a move. Keep wishing, PJ. Welcome to the challenge, mate. Just don't go sweaty on me or the hat trick will go back into my pockets and the buzzsaws coming out. I mean, I can't really armor with Kung Lao, but it's just some shitty ass fucking teleport, mate, which is horrible. But it's like, if I switch to Liu Kang really quick, the animation is still there. He's not in his active stance yet. You know, I can do that and hold down block, but he's not gonna down block until he's back to his active pose. which again is this. But him standing here right now, that's his active, right? I can do anything I want right now. Yeah? Until he reaches that again, I can't do anything. Make sense? But again, like I said, you can't backdash until you get that active frame. It's not something you can do while the move's hitting. You know what I mean? And yeah, a backdash would be one more thing is the plus, please. Plus frames. What about him? For Liu Kang, he doesn't really have any, does he? +2, but they're all highs. Ends with a mid. So you're never going to use that. He's got a +2 on staggered 1. Right, so when you go to your frame data, where it says frame data, you look at the block advantage. The block ADV stands for block advantage, okay? So if there's a minus, it means that you're minus that many frames. If there isn't a minus, it means that you're plus that many frames. So if you land a standing 1 on your opponent, you are +2. You've got 2 frames, which means, if you want to put it technically, it means that because your opponent blocked that, they are now -2. They can't do anything for 2 frames. Okay? It's got more to do with, like I said, their stance. Like, if you look at our stances when I do this, like, I'm regaining my stance faster than he's going back into his stance. If you look carefully. You know, I can use this down 1 way faster than he goes back to his stance. So if you do a startup 8 and it's +2, is your max startup 10? No. So what you'd consider, right, is if you know the frame data of your opponent. So let's say we're against a Goro player right now, yeah? And we know his down 1 is a 6 frame. Okay? So he's got 6 frames and you're +2. Right? So do the maths really quick. You know, he's -2 and he's gonna down poke you, because why wouldn't you? You always go for a down poke. This is a generic thing to take your turn. That's why you see it so much. Once you land a down 1, it's your turn to do other things, right? That's why people do it so much. So if you know that you're +2, which means your opponent's -2, and you're against a Goro player, you know that his down 1 is a 6 frame startup, you do the maths and add it together, that means that it is an 8 frame startup, because you add the -2 to his 6 frames. So his down 1 has now become an 8 frame startup, which means that you are allowed any string that is 7 frames, right? Because if it's 8 frames, you're going to trade. And again, this is if you hit the frame perfect. And I mean fucking perfect. And online, you're hardly going to see that. Well, you just add it up, mate. You take the starting frames of any move. So like this is an 8 frame. So if I block something for and he's plus, I don't know. He's plus fucking 3, and my down 1 is a 7 frame. You add it together, and it's now a 10 frame. If he's plus 10, it's a 17 frame startup because you've lost 10 frames. You can't do anything for 10 frames. So not only are you waiting for the 10 frames to go until you get back into your normal stance. You know what? A way to actually test this, right? Let's test this out. You see how long that takes him to go back into his normal stance? This is massively plus, by the way, AJ. Right? So until you're back to being on your normal block, the frames are going by that I'm plus. Right? So on this one, I'm plus 2, right? So you can't do anything for 2 frames. So you've lost 2 frames until you regain your active. I don't know what to call it. Active posture. I don't fucking know. And then again, you do the maths again. You can poke what, AJ? No, you can't. You can't poke out of this whatsoever. I'll show you why. I'm never going to win this down 1. I'm never ever going to win. You can't poke there either. You can't poke in the middle. You've got to wait until the move's done, and then you're going to try and poke. You're not going to win, mate. Do the maths, AJ. I'm plus 2, right? So you're minus 2. So your 6 frame startup forward 1 plus the 2 that you're minus makes your forward 1 an 8 frame startup move. Right? Kung Lao's using a move that's 7 frames. You're going to lose every single time if they hit the frame. It's 7 versus 8. If you had a move that was 5 frames, you'd be able to trade if you hit the frame perfect. The only reason you were able to poke out in this was because he's a crap Kung Lao that didn't press down 1 when he should have. The only reason. In a proper fight where they know when to press a button, you can't poke out of this. No matter what. And just you trying to poke out of it and then getting hit by a down 1, well, it's still Kung Lao's turn. You were better off blocking the down 1 and you being able to do something after blocking the down 1. Now that you've let the down 1 hit you, well, it's still Kung Lao's turn, so he's going to be in your face for even longer now. And that's what it means by disrespecting frames. You know, you've got to respect frames like that. Your only way out of this is that, or if you're good, you're going to do the frame on the little gap, right? But that armor is the only thing that's going to save you. Because you're not allowed anything else. That hitbox though. Can you backdash it? Yep. So I'll tell you what's happening right now, yeah? Because you do have active frames. You know, it's only +2. Which isn't really that plus. But if you're going to try and fight back with a move, you're going to lose every time. The only difference for Liu Kang is his down 3 is a low profile. He moves his hitbox really low, so down 1's whiff. And it's the same for if someone's doing a jump in. If you do a down 3, they're gonna whiff because the hitbox is just that low, right? It's one benefit of using Liu Kang. His backdash, well, you've got invincibility frames, haven't you? When on the startup. The only problem with that one, right, is I'm gonna replicate this for you. Okay? Shit. that was me pressing a button. I'm still not allowed anything. Oh, ooh, ooh. To be fair, it is me using a flipping 11 frame move, so that's the difference there. Yeah, but forward 2 is an 11 frame move, mate, so it doesn't really surprise me when you're doing a 7 frame. You know, it's a 4 frame difference. Oh, I know what I can do instead. Shit. Not that. Try that. Jesus. Oh wow. So the whole thing there is because the move that I'm doing is a high, and because you can crouch it. Oh man. because you're doing a down one, you're low profile in the high. Makes sense? But if you stand still, you're not gonna win. Like, you could actually neutral duck and get a full thing on it, if I do it right. But that is some advanced shit right there, mate. Like, that is fucking the hardest read of your life, that is. Purposeful neutral ducking and hitting the frame to interrupt. Like, that is some pro fucking shit right there. Well, yeah, you're bound to lose frames because it's an animation, isn't it? You're doing an animation until you're back to your regular stance. It takes so many frames. Is there actually something that tells me how many frames it takes to do a backdash? Or wasn't that an actual thing? Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. No, there was never a thing to tell you how many frames a backdash takes, is there? But yeah, it takes frames to do a backdash, because it's not like I can press a button straight after, is it? You know what I mean? Until I regain the active posture that we keep talking about. Like, I can't duck until I regain that posture. I can't block until I regain that posture. Okay? And like I said, the only reason you allow that down one is because I'm doing a high and you're going over it. I'm just trying to think of a way that I can actually stop you doing a down one. I wonder if a down four would work. Let's try that. Oh yeah, Jesus. Oh mate, you aren't allowed anything there. Oh my god. I'm not even allowed to jump. Yeah. You jailed. And you getting hit by that down four, well, it's Kongar's turn. You were better off blocking the down one and making it your turn. Because if I continue doing this, and he does that down one, then it's my turn. And if he's doing the down four, it's my turn. See what I mean? I mean, this is a low, so you know you can't really get out of it. Then it's a 9-frame startup, so like you're recovering from your fucking backdash. So I can crouch, but then I've got 7 frames for my down one to come out. I haven't got the frames. I haven't got the frames to do it. Is that all making more sense now? Well, the simple way around that one, AJ, is just to look at all your moves, like every single one of them, and if it's like if you're -2 or something, you can take the risk and go for the down one, right? Because if they miss their frames, you might get that down one. So let's say I did this forward one and then did a down one after it, and they don't do the down one in time. You know, it's not my turn then. You know what I mean? While if I do that and they down one me, well then I've got to respect that and start blocking. I've got to block what comes next. Do you know what I mean? But if I get that down one, it's still my turn. I'm going to continue to be in your face. But then it's like you've got some, like my down one is -5. So if you block my down one, I'm not going to do another down one, am I? Because that's 12 frames. And I'm pretty sure you've got a lot of moves that are less than 12 frames. See what I mean? But yeah, if you like -1, -2, you go for something, mate. Unless you know you're playing against a good player, in which case you're gonna respect it, and hopefully he makes the mistake of doing a move and then trying to do a down poke. Again, though, the main thing about all of this, take this for instance, right? Forward 2, sorry. Okay? This move is -1 on block, okay? So anybody, if they hit the right frame, can poke out of this, okay? But the problem is, this is a full string, which the second part is -3, which is safe, and the full thing is -7, which is safe, bar against characters that have 6 frames. Right? So the whole mindset here would be, if you predict I'm only going to do forward 2, if you hard read that and you poke, mate, props to you. You know, you hit me on the 1 frame. But at any point, a Kombat player could just hit you with that, and you're too busy pressing down 1, so you're getting hit by that second part. Granted, to hit confirm that, you'd have to be a fucking god. But it's like I get so many people that will block that part, and then they'll get hit by that. Which, on hits, does that, making it still my turn. Like if you're a god at hit confirming, you could do a spin. You could do a EX hat into a full combo. And that's just because you went for the hard read of, I was going to do this into down 1. But this is the whole stagger pressure thing that Kung Lao's just known for. Again, you got the hinge kick, which is back 3, which is -3, right? So if you're gonna hard read that as me only doing that, and you go for the poke, again, well done. You got the hard read. But at any point, they can do the full thing and completely combo you. Liu Kang versus Scorpions down 4. I know back 2 can hit it, but it's annoying. Mate, Scorpions down 4 is fucking amazing.
Scorpion. Liu Kang.
Every down 4 in the game has like knockback on block, and it's massive on hits, right? If I get you to block, you'll see that you're moving away every time. I know it's not by much, but that's enough to make you whiff something, right? It's not like the down 1, you know, after a couple of those, you're far enough away. Down 3, a couple of those, you're kind of far away, but you can still get something from that. A down 4, Scorpion's down 4 is a full length kick, which sadly low profiles as well, because he moves his body all the way to the ground, so his hitbox is even lower than what it is when he's crouched. It's just like Liu Kang when he uses, if I switch to Liu Kang really quick, when he uses his down 3. It doesn't have pushback, but you're low profiling. So if Scorpion comes in with a jump in or anything, and you do a down 3, you're going to low profile the jump in. Scorpion, his down 4 is a low profile. No, it's just footsies, mate. Like, the whole mindset with Scorpion is to use your footsies to your advantage, especially ninjutsu. Because even on, like, this range here, I can still hit you. You know, that isn't a problem for me. And there's nothing you can do in it. I don't believe Liu Kang's got a move to deal with this. But maybe he's back 2 that does reach, but it depends if he does a down 4, doesn't it? Because if he does a down 4 on low profile, you know what I mean? His other long range move is his armored, but again, low profile can stuff that. Which will be the example I'm going to try and do right now. Like so. I don't think he's allowed to do it anymore. I mean, you're definitely allowed that. The only problem with this one, right, and I'll tell you this right off the bat, is that you're never going to win. And at any point, this Scorpion player could be smart enough to do this. In which case, you know, full combo. Yeah, the downfall is just low profile, mate. So it is hard to. I don't have forward to him. Oh, you mean Liu Kang? Wait, so you want me to do the spear to that? What is going on in this game? I mean, you're allowed a lot of things there, mate. It's just if you want to cope back with cope back with back two, because you're just never gonna get it. Frames them not. But like I said, if you're against a good player, he's at least gonna make it safe. You ain't allowed nothing there, mate. Oh shit, I'm lying to you. Holy shit. Oh yeah, really fast on active. But that's his 6th frame, innit? Liu Kang. Forward 1-2. What? 10 frames? Wait, what? Oh. Oh shit. Why aren't I allowed 9 frames then? That is 9 frames, right? Oh. No, wait. Yeah, it's 9 frames. Right, so I'm allowed a 10 frame. I'm allowed a 10 frame. No, I'm sorry. I'm completely wrong here. I'm doing a 6 frame. I'm not allowed 9 frames. I'm allowed 6 frames. I'm so sorry. I was going off the combo of it, which is a 10 frame for the whole combo, but the start of it is 6 frames, while back one is 9 frames. So he's allowed 6 frames there. Well, he's allowed 7 frames. Although this is kind of cheating because I'm low profile. But yeah, I'm allowed 6 frames. And I'm allowed. Oh, I'm allowed 8 frames then, because I did this earlier. Yeah, I'm allowed 8 frames. Okay? But I'm not allowed 9 frames. 9 frames I can't hit. No, I just can't hit it. Like you can see my animation come out, it's just not hitting in time. Which means, if I'm correct, that this special EX'd start up 19 frames. Start up 19. Down 4. Which is -7, but then the block advantage doesn't really happen because you're going straight into a special. Because you're going straight into a special after you're down 4, that block advantage isn't actually there. That block advantage becomes void, basically. Your block advantage then would become what the special is, which is -5. Which then becomes how long it takes Liu Kang to recover his active stance after a down 4. And you can see that there is pushback to that, like there's block stun. Which is probably why so many Scorpion players go for this. Because of that. Yeah, you do a down 4, you do a down 3, a down 1 or anything like that into something else. Like the block advantage on these moves aren't there anymore. The block advantage would be based off your special move. So instead of being -7 on a down 4, because he did the spear, he's now -5. Which is still good for you because he's -5, you know, you can poke out. That means his down 1's going to be a 12 frame. I'm going to guess that his down 1's oh no, sorry, his down 1 is a 6 frame. Awesome. So +5 to that is an 11 frame startup, which means that you have 11 frames to get him before he down 1'd you. So, well, no. 11 frames would make a trade, so you're allowed 10 frames. Which means Liu Kang's move list, you would look for anything that has a startup frame of 10 or less. You can full combo punish him with Strong Fist for not blocking. Back 1, forward 1. You're not allowed back 2. You're allowed Dragon Hook because 10 frames, that's what you're looking for. You're not allowed anything that's 11. You're not allowed that. Especially that it's fucking high, so you're fucked. You're not allowed down 3. Make sense? But anything less than 11, you can get, and you can full combo punish because he wasn't blocking. The only thing there is that his Scorpion's spear, it's safe. It's a safe special, which is why you go for it. You use a bar to make it safe. It's -5. If it was -6, no, sorry, if it was -7, it'd be unsafe against players that have a 6 frame. But Liu Kang doesn't have a 6 frame. And it's -5, right? So if he did that into that and blocked, he's safe. You're not opening him up. If he wanted to continue the pressure, you can get a full combo on him. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I'm -5. And not one player in the game has a 5-frame startup, so that's why the move is safe. No matter what, it's safe. -5 is safe as shit. -6 is safe, technically, unless you're against the people that have a 6 frame. No, sorry. I'm lying to you. -6 is safe. It's -7 where it matters. If you use a move that's -7 and your opponent has a 6-frame startup or something, you're getting hit if they hit the frame. You have a block on it's your best choice, which will be back forward to EX. Well, no. What you can do there, mate, is after that spear, after that spear, like he's -5, right? So you add on that this is going to take him 6 frames to do if he wants to press a button. You got 11 frames. So if you're Liu Kang, mate, straight after that, you're getting in his face. This is now your turn. There's no reason why you wouldn't. And then if he does disrespect you by trying to do a down 1, well, you just hit confirm it, don't you? Full combo. But you wouldn't EX out of that or anything. You don't have to. You got moves that can beat him. Forward 1, back 1. Forward 2 is fast enough. That's a 10 frame. You got 10 frame there. You got a 6 frame there. You got a 9 frame there. All faster. You got an 8 frame there. That'll get him. I'd never do that there anyway. Like, the only reason I'd throw that out is like if you've just finished something and you want to try and keep it your turn. It's like if you EX those kicks. There you go. That's the reason you do it. Block advantage 0. That's the reason you throw that out. And the only reason you do that is to try and hit the frame to either make it a double hit where you both get hit, or you hit the frame faster, in which case you've hit him, it's still your fucking turn. Get in his fucking face. Do the same thing. But after that, you know, it's not your turn anymore. Unless you hit him with it. Which is why you see people do this. Sorry. Because if you get hit by that armoured one, it's still Liu Kang's turn. Look, depends what you're doing the down 1 off, mate. Because, like I said, if you do bicycle kicks here off of this, the block advantage is 0. You're not minus and you're not plus, it's 0. You're both neutral. So it's whoever hits the frame first, you know what I mean? If you do the flip kick and you're -1, if they hit that frame, they can down 1 you. But if they miss that frame, you know, it's a worthwhile risk to do a down 1. Ooh, +6. Ooh. At the end of the day, if you're playing as Liu Kang, mate, you want it to always be your turn. You don't want to give the opponent a turn. You know what I mean? You want to be in the face at all times. You never don't want to be in the face. Yeah, what I will do is try and get the trade. Try, no promises. No promises at all for this. I did my down one too slow. Sorry. What am I doing? What am I doing? Wow. Yeah, I did too slow again. Ooh, that was crispy. Right, here we go. Here we go. It's neutral. So the best I can do here is trade with him. But I've got to hit the frame. Ta-da! Frames. And that's the lesson for today, kids. Dragon kicks go over anyone that when they block low. Barker in the corner. You'll see. Oh. It's just a hitbox thing, man. It is just a hitbox thing because it's a girl. It's just a hitbox thing, man. Pardon me. I said, mate, it's just a girl hitbox, and yeah, Katana is the worst for hitbox.
Liu Kang. Katana.
But the fact that you know that it goes over her shows two things, mate. Because you know this matchup knowledge, number one, you shouldn't do it. Because you know if you do it, you're gonna go over it. Why? Why is that happening? I hate this game sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, it's just a hitbox. But the fact that you know that this happens is enough to make you know not to do it against katanas, right? That this shouldn't be a move that you go for. The only reason you would go for this, and I'll tell you this right now, is if you are in the corner, I believe. Ooh. I mean, it still works. No, it doesn't. No, don't ever do that. Ever. The only reason I said that you might want to do it is because if the last hit does work, then you are neutral. So you can keep it your turn if you hit the frame, but if that last hit doesn't hit, then it's Katana's turn. So just never use that move against a Katana player. To be fair, mate, to be completely honest with you, you've got to be an idiot to use Liu Kang against Katana, because that is such a bad matchup. Liu Kang's begging to get in her face, and Katana's basically sticking you the middle finger. Crap matchup, mate. Absolutely, it's a horrible matchup. And the fact that you know that that goes over as well makes it an even worse matchup. You just wouldn't use Liu Kang in this matchup. You see someone go Katana, you don't go Liu Kang. Because it'd make you change your whole game plan. It's like me whenever I'm against an Ermac player.
Liu Kang, Ermac.
Because I know that if I hit Ermac with 1-1-2-1-2, I'm not allowed to spin. Which makes it a bad matchup for me. And I can't tell you how many times I've done this shit just from, you know, me blocking something that's punishable and me going straight to 1-1-2-1-2 because that's my punish. But this is how I punish things. And the fact that Ermac doesn't get hit by the spin makes it a full combo punish on me. But that spin hits every single other person. It's just because Ermac floats. That's the only reason. So against Ermac players, I've got to change my punish and waste the bar to confirm it. But again, it's a bad matchup, mate. You know, but I know what I'm going into. You know, I know if I'm against an Ermac player, I am not allowed to do this. If I do this, I'm an idiot. But it's the fact that I know this to the reason, you know, I'm not going to do it. And if I've got to waste more meter, I've got to waste more meter, haven't I? I'm pretty sure it's the same for Tempest as well. No, it's not. Sorry, Tempest gets away with it. I'll tell you why Tempest gets away with it. Because he can move. Watch this. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, Yeah, I've got to move by a tiny little bit. Kevin Kelly. What's up, bro? And yeah, there's a gap. Well, there isn't a gap, just on against Irma, apparently. Scotty CL. Welcome, mod. How you doing? I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name because I don't know. Is it Russian or Arabic? I don't know. Hello, Bratton. Hey. Tired. What about you? I'm alright. I was hoping for a bit of Fortnite tonight, man. I was hoping for a bit of Fortnite. It's all good. I'm having a training session with AJ apparently. Thanks, man. I hope I can get my own moves together now. Yeah, that's all good. Which characters you can play? Just a couple. Just a couple. Kung Lao's my main, followed by, you know what, I'm just going to show you my stats, how about that? Because that'll just show you how many players are players, I guess. That's deadly. When started with the tornado spin, you're getting that one down. Kevin, mate, I've got everything down with Kung Lao. You don't have to worry about me dropping combos with Kung Lao. It'll never happen. Unless, you know, the opponent wants to leg spike me or I disconnect or some shit. There you go. I might do some Fortnite. Scotty babe. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna apologise right now for not having my camera on. I'm relaxing in my bed and I'm butt naked, so I doubt you guys would want to see me. I'm pretty sure that's against YouTube policy as well. But yeah, I'm just chilling in my bed, having a relaxing one. So, no camera. maybe tomorrow. I don't know. See what I feel like. No, man, I haven't been asleep. What time is it in your country? It is 9 minutes to 5 in the morning. I was just chilling on my bed and just thought, you know what, I'm gonna stream. Why not? Yeah, pretty much. Got no reason to sleep, man. I don't have to look pretty for anyone, so I don't need my beauty sleep at all. Yeah, it'll be off stream, Scotty. I don't like streaming on Fortnite. My game just gets laggy and just annoys me, sadly. But yeah, defo Fortnite. If you're up for it, Scotty. You know, I'll play with you anytime, bro. Alright. I'll sort it out, don't worry. Flawless victory is 204. Longest win streak 90. Longest losing streak 4. Nemesis, the legend himself, Scooby-Doo, apparently. Wins 160, losses 14. Yeah, anybody in the chat that doesn't know, This is basically like the second account. I'll try and find the first account that I used until I got a new PS4. Just so you guys understand how long I've been on this crap. Hey, is she? 55th, nice. Oh no, sorry, all I gotta do is do friends only, because I got my other account as a friend. Duh! There we go. So, level 88 on the other account, I'm only 66 on this one. And just a hell of a lot more games played. Hell of a lot more. There you go. So, they're the real stats. They are the real stats of your boy. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here and go get my ass kicked on Fortnite. Fun times. Alright guys, cheers for watching. If you enjoyed it, please let me know down in the comment section below. Just down there when the video gets uploaded properly, I guess. And as always, take care, have a good one, and stay phenomenal. No worries, AJ Max. No worries. Till next time, guys. Have a good one. Bye.